If you found yourself questioning whether you're still ambitious because the old ways of chasing and pushing and proving just don't work anymore, then this episode is for you. Because what if your ambition didn't disappear? What if it just evolved? What if you're not lost, you're just in the part that no one teaches us how to name? The part where you still want more, but not at the cost of your own nervous system or your joy or your sense of self. Today, I want to speak to that quiet unraveling that so many women experience when the performance-based version of success stops fitting and something deeper starts calling. I'm not here today in this micro podcast to give you a pep talk or give you a 5-step plan. This is something more gentle, something more honest, and maybe even more powerful. So let's talk about it. Not what it means to give up on your ambition, but what it might mean to fully reclaim it. Okay, so here's the thing that no one tells you, or certainly I never heard. And that is that it's not that you don't want more anymore. It's the way that you were taught to want it. That is what stopped making sense for you. The calendar full of commitments, the goals that used to light you up, the lists, the hustle, the feeling that if you could just stay on top of everything, that you'd feel like yourself again. But lately, it's all just started to feel a bit off, a bit heavy, a bit yucky. And I want to remind you, or even just invite you to believe that you haven't lost your motivation. You have just stopped wanting and needing to prove something. Because at some point, that pace that probably once made you feel like powerful and in the zone started actually making you feel numb, maybe even dysregulated, disconnected, like you were living someone else's version of doing life right. And here's what no one is saying. That kind of ambition, the performance kind, it can really burn you out, even if it looks like you're keeping it all together. Even if from the outside, things look fine or more than fine. Because deep down, you know there's more. Not more to do, but more of you that hasn't had space to breathe in years. And the truth is, you haven't got lazy. You've got honest. You are so tired of measuring your worth by how productive, selfless, organized, or put together you can be. And now, what's calling you is different. Perhaps if you're like me, it sounds a bit more like, I want to feel like myself again. Or I want to find a new version of myself. I want space to move slower without feeling like I'm falling behind. I want a life hack that doesn't ask me to disappear inside it or to be someone different or to give what I just don't have right now. And that's not giving up. That is growing up. That is evolving. That is a gift of this season. Because you didn't lose your ambition. You have just finally stopped wanting to abandon yourself to achieve it. And maybe that's the real success that no one's ever taught us how to recognize. Creating a version of our life that feels anchored, where you're not constantly reaching and fixing and adjusting, but you are rooted, you are present, you are intentional, you are true. So please, no, you are not doing it wrong. You have made a big, bold, brave decision to do it differently now. And different doesn't necessarily mean smaller. It just means it's yours. You are not falling behind. You're falling into the version of yourself that no longer needs or wants to prove in order to belong. So please take the pressure off. This isn't the end of your ambition. It's the moment it finally starts sounding like you. If you know another woman that needs to hear this message today, I would love for you to please share this. Share this on your socials, send it in a DM, because I think a lot of us women need to hear it. Thank you for being part of the Seeking Simplicity community, and I'll speak to you again in the next episode.